Now in JEE we start with the revision of integration and different chapters. In integration, generally one example is like this: integral 5x raised to 8 plus 7x raised to 6 upon x square plus 1 plus x raised to 7 whole square dx. x raised to 7, 2x raised to 7 whole square dx. Question is this: આ ટાઈપનો સમ બહુ જ પૂછાય છે. Here always we start in this way: 5x raised to 8, 7x raised to 6. From the denominator take the maximum power of x as a common. x raised to 7 common, x raised to 7 no square, x raised to 14 common. And in the inside, x square by x raised to 7, 1 upon x raised to 5 plus 1 upon x raised to 7 plus 2 whole square dx, whole square dx. Now we start in this way: numerator and denominator divide by x raised to 14. It means we get 5 upon x raised to 6 plus 7 upon x raised to 8, 1 upon x raised to 5 plus 1 upon x raised to 7 plus 2 whole square dx. And now you can see that derivative of this is this. It means we have to start with 1 upon x raised to 5 plus 1 upon x raised to 7 plus 2 as a t and etc. Clear this? Second type is this: find out the integration of 1 upon x plus 4 whole raised to 8 by 7 into x minus 3 raised to 6 by 7 dx. ગુજસેટમાં પણ આ ટાઈપ કરેલી છે, આપણા પેમ્પલેટમાં પણ ઇન્ટિગ્રેશનના પેમ્પલેટમાં પણ આ ટાઈપનો સમ છે. Here always we start with integral 1 upon x plus 4 upon x minus 3 raised to 8 by 7. Convert in terms of x plus 4 upon x minus 3 or convert in the form of x minus 3 upon x plus 4. कोई पर चाले. And this is x minus 3 whole square dx. Balance करવું પડે. This is 2. 2 minus 8 by 7. 2 minus 8 by 7. That is 6 by 7. Balance થઈ ગયો ને? Right? And now you have to start with here x plus 4 upon x minus 3 as a t, and you can do it. એનું ડેરિવેટિવ આ સેટ થઈ જશે and you get it. Third type, integral of 1 upon sin x raised to 4 by 3 into cos raised to 2 by 3 x. बहुत famous sum. Here we start in this way: integral 1 upon sin x raised to 4 by 3 upon cos x raised to 4 by 3 and cos square x dx, multiply and divide with cos raised to 4 by 3. આપણે ગુજસેટની અંદર મેં આ ટાઈપ તમને કીધી હતી એના રિવિઝન લેક્ચરમાં: sin x raised to n upon cos x raised to n plus 2 dx. same method, same type. Now this is write it as a integral tan x raised to minus 4 by 3 into sec square x dx, tan x raised to minus 4 by 3 into sec square x dx, and now you have to start with tan x as a t and etc. and you get it. Next one. Now in definite integration you have to remember this formula. If we want to find out the limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n sigma r equal to 1 to n, and if it is of the type f of r upon n, if it is of the type f of r upon n, then this limit directly write it as a integral 0 to 1 fx dx. This limit directly write it as a integral 0 to 1 fx dx. Limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n sigma r equal to 1 to n f of r upon n. If this form is there, then directly we can write integral 0 to 1 fx dx. આ ટાઈપ ઘણી બધી વાર પૂછાય છે. એના બે એક્ઝામ્પલ બતાવી દઉં. ફર્સ્ટ એક્ઝામ્પલ, question is this: find out limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n plus 1 plus 1 upon n plus 2 plus up to 1 upon n plus n. If question is this, we start in this way. Limit n tends to infinity. If we want to use this form, then 1 upon n outside necessary. Therefore n common from the denominator. 1 upon n outside. 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon n. 1 upon 1 plus 2 upon n, 1 upon 1 plus n upon n. Now limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n. This term write it as a sigma r equal to 1 to n 1 upon 1 plus r upon n. This is of the type this, and if it is r upon n, so r upon n consider as a x, then this term write it as a integral 0 to 1 upon 1 plus x dx. Integral 0 to 1 upon 1 plus x dx, and 1 upon 1 plus x, its derivative is log 1 plus x, 0 to 1, and your answer is log 2 to the base e, upper limit minus lower limit. You get it. And second example, limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n sigma r equal to 1 to 2n r upon root n square plus r square. Now one upon n sigma r equal to 1 to 2n, numerator and denominator divide by n. Here we get 1 plus r upon n whole square. Here we get 1 plus r upon n whole square. Numerator and denominator divide by n. Then we get it. Now this is of the form this. But here 1 to 2n. Therefore here we have to change only one value. Instead of integral 0 to 1 Here we have to take integral 0 to 2 x upon root 1 plus x square dx, and then multiply and divide with 2. It is of the form f dash upon root f. It is 1 by 2 2 root fx 0 to 2 and etc. You get it. Answer is root 5 minus 1. Answer is root 5 minus 1. Suppose 1 to 2n तो 0 to 2 लेवानो. Suppose 1 to 5n હોય तो 0 to 5 લેવાનો, and so on. But you have to remember this format. You have to remember this format. Is it clear? Now also we have to remember the Leibniz rule for the integration. It is this. If we want to find out the derivative of d dx of integral fx to gx capital Fx dx, if we want to find out the value of this type of the integral, derivative of this d dx of integral fx to gx fx dx, then your answer is always f of upper limit gx into g dash x minus capital F of small fx into f dash x. This is the Leibniz rule. You have to remember this. Capital F of upper limit f of gx into derivative of upper limit g dash x minus capital F into capital F of small fx and into f dash x, derivative of the small lower limit. This is the Leibniz rule. How to use this? For that I am starting with one example. If we want to find out limit x tends to 0, integral 0 to x square sine root x dx upon x cube, sine root x dx upon x cube. Question is that find out this limit. Here first we start with substitute x as a 0. तो 0 मुको तो 0 to 0, 0 to 0, it means answer is 0. And here 0, therefore denominator is also 0. It means it is 0 upon 0 form. And if it is 0 upon 0 form, then we are unable to apply L'Hospital's rule. And therefore we start with limit x tends to 0, d dx of integral 0 to x square sine root x dx upon d dx of x cube. We can apply L'Hospital's rule because of L'Hospital's rule. Now limit x tends to 0. Now here we are unable to apply Leibniz rule. Here small fx as a 0, small gx as a x square, and capital Fx is your sine root x. Small fx is 0, small gx is x square, and capital Fx is sine root x. It is f of gx, x square અહીંયા મૂકી દે એટલે sin x થશે, sin x f of gx into g dash x, derivative of x square એટલે 2x minus sin 0 f of small fx, sin 0 is 0 and derivative of 0 is 0, x cube is 3x square, x cube is 3x square. Now one x is cancel out and this is of the form limit x tends to 0, 2 by 3 sin x upon x. This is of the form 2 by 3 sin x upon x, and we know that limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x is 1, and therefore your answer is 2 by 3. Your answer is 2 by 3. Clear this? This is the Leibniz rule. Now we want to discuss about arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean in sequence and series. For AB belongs to R plus and A not equal to B, capital A is the notation for arithmetic mean of A and B, and it is A plus B by 2. Geometric mean is denoted by capital G, and it is root AB. And harmonic mean, it is denoted by capital H. It is 2AB upon A plus B. H is equal to 2AB upon A plus B. Before start the harmonic mean, what is the concept of the harmonic mean? It means what is the concept of harmonic sequence. Harmonic sequence આપણે કોને કહીએ છે એને આપણે રિકલેક્ટ કરીએ છીએ ટોપિક. Harmonic sequence, reciprocal of arithmetic sequence, it is called harmonic sequence. It means that if 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, this is arithmetic sequence. You know this, difference is constant, then this is arithmetic. Then it's reciprocal. 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 8, 1 by 11, 1 by 14. This is called harmonic progression. This is called the harmonic progression. And for harmonic progression, formula for its nth term, it is always 1 upon A plus n minus 1 into D. Reciprocal of AP, it is called harmonic. But here it is necessary that harmonic sequence possible if and only if all the terms of arithmetic sequence are non-zero. And non-zero હોય તો જ harmonic ની discussion થાય. Remember this point. And for this sequence, if we want to find out harmonic mean of two numbers, then it is denoted by capital H. It is 2AB upon A plus B. And also remember one part. For any two numbers, arithmetic mean, it is always greater than its geometric mean, and it is always greater than its harmonic mean. In short, A plus B by 2 always greater than root AB hoy, and it is always greater than 2AB upon A plus B hoy. If two numbers are given, two positive real numbers are given, and if we want to discuss about arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean, then arithmetic mean is this, geometric mean is this, and harmonic mean is this. Clear this? And always A greater than G greater than H. Remember this part. And also remember one part. For in general, A1, A2, A3 up to AN, n numbers are given. And if we want to find out arithmetic mean of these n numbers, arithmetic mean it is after all actually average, and then its arithmetic mean is always A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus up to AN upon n થાય. You have to remember this part. કોઈ 3 numbers આપેલા હોય, 5 numbers આપેલા હોય, 5 numbers are given, 10 numbers are given, and if you want to find out arithmetic mean of those 10 numbers, the addition of all those numbers divided by 10, that is your arithmetic mean for those 10 numbers. Arithmetic mean, in other words, it is called average. Now, on the same way, and if we want to find out geometric mean for these n numbers, then it is always nth root of a1 into a2 into a3 up to an થાય. Remember this part. Suppose 3 numbers આપેલા હોય, એનો arithmetic mean a plus b plus c by 3 થાય અને એનો geometric mean cube root of abc થાય. Remember this part. Suppose 4 numbers are given, so its arithmetic mean is a plus b plus c plus d by 4 થાય and its geometric mean 4th root of a b c d થાય. Remember this part. And in general, this value is always greater or equal to this. Equal to possible if and only if all the terms are equal. All the terms are equal. तो equal are, otherwise greater જ આવે. Arithmetic mean greater than geometric mean greater than harmonic mean. And for n terms, we not discuss about harmonic mean. We not discuss about harmonic mean. You have to remember this formula for arithmetic, the formula for n terms for arithmetic mean and geometric mean. Is it clear? Now, in trigo, generally we have to remember these 3 results. Sin raised to 4 plus cos raised to 4, it is 1 minus 2 sin square x cos square x. Second, sin raised to 6 plus cos raised to 6, it is 1 minus 3 sin square x cos square x. Third, one example is there. If fn is equal to sin raised to n theta plus cos raised to n theta, then prove that 2 f of 6 minus 3 f of 4 plus 1 equal to 0. Plus 1 equal to 0. આ કોન્સેપ્ટમાં બહુ જ સમ પૂછાય છે, ધ્યાનમાં રાખજો. Also, you have to remember that tan theta plus cot theta equal to sec theta into cosec theta. 5. એક બહુ જ ફેમસ સમ. આ બધી જ વાતો મારા 11th ના ટ્રિગોના પેમ્પલેટમાં છે, સ્ટાર્ટિંગના પ્રૂવ ધેટ છે, એમાં બધું જ છે. If sin x raised to 4 upon a plus cos x raised to 4 upon b is equal to 1 upon a plus b, then sin x raised to 8 upon a cube plus cos x raised to 8 upon b cube is equal to 1 upon a plus b whole cube. આ રિઝલ્ટનો યુઝ કરેલો છે, JEE માં પૂછાયેલો ક્વેશ્ચન છે. And second thing, from this also the question is that what is the value of tan square x? So tan square x is a by b. Tan square x is a by b. You have to remember this example as a result. You have to remember this example as a result. Instead of a and b, we can substitute any natural number. We can substitute any natural number. Clear this? Next. Also, one example is there. Tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta is equal to, prove that sec theta into cosec theta plus 1, JEE માં પૂછાઈ ગયેલો ક્વેશ્ચન છે. You have to remember this example as a result. ડાયરેક્ટ તમે લખી શકો. Next one. 7. In triangle ABC, triangle ABC, તમને એક કોન્સેપ્ટ માઇન્ડમાં આવી જવો જોઈએ. A plus B plus C equal to pi, which is, this is already given, and then prove that if B plus C upon 11 c plus a upon 12 and a plus b upon 13, then prove that cos a upon 7 is equal to cos b upon 19 is equal to cos c upon 25. મારા ટ્રિગોના પેમ્પલેટમાં આ સમ પણ ગણેલો છે, આ પણ JEE માં પૂછાઈ ગયેલો સમ છે. And in JEE question is like this: find out cos A is to cos B is to cos C, and in that case your answer is 7 is to 19 is to 25. Answer is this. Now in the proof of this, here we have to remember basic two formulas. First one is the sine rule for triangle ABC. Sine rule is A upon sine A is equal to B upon sine B is equal to C upon sine C equal to 2R. And second one is the cosine rule. Cosine rule is this: cos A is b square plus c square minus a square upon 2bc. Cos A is b square plus c square minus a square upon 2bc. Cos B, it is a square plus c square minus b square upon 2ac. And cos C, it is a square plus b square minus c square upon 2ab upon 2ab. Clear this? Now in quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a not equal to 0, and if we want to find out the roots of this equation, you know that generally we denote these roots as alpha beta, and the roots are minus b plus minus under root delta upon 2a, where discriminant b square minus 4ac, that you know, right? Now also remember one part: if delta b is negative, then roots are complex, and if roots are complex, they are always in the form of conjugate. It means that if one root is 2 plus 3i, then another root is definitely 2 minus 3i. We have to remember this. Now also we know that for the quadratic equation, alpha plus beta, sum of the roots, it is minus b upon a, and a product of the roots, it is c upon a. Product of the roots, it is c upon a. And if we want to find out alpha square plus beta square, then always we have to use this format: alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta, alpha cube plus beta cube, it is alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. We have to use this format to find out the value of alpha square plus beta square and alpha cube plus beta cube. Remember this part. We never use the roots to find out this formula, find out this value. Alpha ની value મૂકો ને beta ની value મૂકો ને value લાવી, એવું આપણે કામ કરતા નથી. Remember this part. And now in differential equation, you have to remember this part for the differential equation. તમે છેલ્લા 10 પેપર જોશો ને JEE ના, out of 10 papers, minimum in 8 papers, there is a question of linear differential equation. The linear differential equation, you have to refer this topic: dy by dx plus py equal to q, or dx by dy plus px equal to q. આખો ટોપિક આના જેટલા પણ સમ ટેક્સ્ટમાં છે બધા સમ તમારે રિફર કરી દેવાના. and you know it very well. Third, મેં ગુજસેટમાં આ ટાઈપનો સમ રિફર કર્યો હતો, સાઇન ઇનવર્સ સાઇન 10 કે સાઇન ઇનવર્સ સાઇન 4. આ ટાઈપના સમ ઇનવર્સ ઓફ ટ્રિગોમાં તમને આવડવા જ જોઈએ. આ ટોપિક પૂછાય છે. એન્ડ one more question is that find out the value of, example છે, find out the value of cot of sigma n equal to 1 to 19 cot inverse of 1 plus sigma p equal to 1 to n 2p. Find out the value of this. સમની અંદર કશું છે નહીં, બે ત્રણ ટોપિક મિક્સ કર્યા છે. Here we start in this way. This is cot sigma n equal to 1 to 19 cot inverse. This is 1 plus 2 sigma p એટલે n equal to p equal to 1 to n એટલે n by 2 n plus 1. This is cot sigma n equal to 1 to 19 cot inverse of n square plus n plus 1 cot of sigma n equal to 1 to 19 tan inverse. It is write it as a 1 upon 1 plus n square plus n. It is cot of sigma n equal to 1 to 19. This term write it as a tan inverse 1 can be write it as a n plus 1 minus n 1 plus n plus 1 cot of sigma n equal to 1 to 19. This is tan inverse n plus 1 minus tan inverse n. Now substitute sigma, take the addition of all these terms, n 1 मुको तो tan inverse 2 minus tan inverse 1 2 मुको तो tan inverse 3 minus tan inverse 2 tan inverse 20 minus tan inverse 19. Now tan inverse 2 cancel out, tan inverse 3 cancel out. The remaining terms are cot of tan inverse 20 minus tan inverse 1. This is of the type tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Tan inverse x minus 1 upon 1 plus xy. It is cot of tan inverse 19 by 21. Cot of this term write it as a cot inverse 21 upon 19, and your final answer is 21 upon 19. થોડું વર્કઆઉટ વધારે છે, but you are unable to attempt the example. અમુક સમ્સ એવા હોય થોડાક લેન્ધી પડે તો તમે અટેમ્પ્ટ કરી શકો. Clear this? Next. Now last topic. In probability, generally you know that conditional probability, independent event, then probability distribution, and then generally the question is on the basis of binomial probability distribution. In binomial probability distribution, you know that Px, it is NCx into P raised to x, Q raised to n minus x, where x is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n, 0, 1, 2 up to n, where P is the probability for the success and Q is the probability for the failure. Therefore, P plus Q equal to 1, it is sure. And now, for the binomial probability distribution, if we want to find out mean, in other words, it is called mathematical expectation, and if it is denoted by Ex, it is always NP, N given, P given. And if we want to find out variance, it is NPQ. And if we want to find out standard deviation, then it is root NPQ. And you are able to understand that for binomial probability distribution, mean is always greater than variance. For binomial probability distribution, mean is always greater than variance, because Q always lies between 0 and 1. Q is the probability for the failure, and probability of any event always lies between 0 and 1. Therefore, this NP is definitely greater than NPQ, and therefore mean is always greater than variance. You have to remember this part. And revision of the JEE from the my side, it is over here. I try my best for the revision of JEE. ઘણી બધી વાતો JEE માં કરી શકાય. JEE નો કોર્સ બહુ જ વાઇડ છે. એમાંથી જેટલી વાતો મારા માઇન્ડમાં સેટ થતી ગઈ કે તમને મારે કહેવી જોઈએ, એ કહેવાનો મેં પ્રયત્ન કર્યો છે. બટ you have to prepare the subject in your own way. એમાં એક ખાસ કરીને 11th અને 12th એના બધા ચેપ્ટર્સની સમરી તમારે પ્રોપરલી કરવી જ પડે. And then you have to refer my classwork, and then you have to refer my lectures. And then I say that you have to refer the previous year's papers. Last January માં એક્ઝામ લેવાઈ, એના 2019 માં JEE ની એક્ઝામ જાન્યુઆરી અને એપ્રિલમાં લેવાઈ. એ બધા જ પેપર્સ પોસિબલ હોય ત્યાં સુધી રિવાઇઝ કરવા જોઈએ. મેથ્સ, ફિઝિક્સ, કેમેસ્ટ્રી ત્રણે. અને મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ પાર્ટ ફોર ટુ પ્રિપેરેશન ઓફ ધ JEE, યુ હેવ ટુ બી એ ચૂઝી. ફરીથી કહું છું, યુ હેવ ટુ બી એ ચૂઝી. બધા જ સમ તમે એટેમ્પ્ટ કરી શકો એવી પોઝિશનમાં છો જ નહીં, એવું થશે પણ નહીં. એટલે તમારે એવું સિલેક્ટ કરવાનું કે આ સમ મને ખબર પડે છે, મને આવડે છે, તો તમારે એની અંદર પ્રોસીડ કરવાનું. ઇફ યુ આર નોટ ઇન એબલ ટુ understand the example, then please omit this and proceed further. કોઈ પણ એક સમ ઉપર વિચારવા માટે બેસી ના જશો. જેટલા બને એટલા વધારે સમ સાચા કરવાનો પ્રયત્ન કરજો, અને ભૂલથી પણ JEE માં ગપ્પા મારવાનો પ્રયત્ન ના કરતા. મેં ઘણા બધાને જોયા છે કે ઓલ ધ 90 સમ્સ એમાં એ લખ્યા કરે. એ સાવ ખોટી વાત છે. એમાં નેગેટિવ માર્ક્સ આવી શકે. બધાની અંદર બધા જ 90 સમ્સ કે 75 સમ્સ વોટ એવર ઇટ ઇઝ, કદાચ તમારે હવે 75 છે, 75 સમ્સમાં એક જ ઓપ્શન બધા લખી નાખે. એ ખ્યાલ ખોટો છે. બરાબર? યુ હેવ ટુ એટેમ્પ્ટ ઓનલી ધોઝ એક્ઝામ્પલ્સ ઇન વિચ યુ આર ઇન એબલ ટુ એટેમ્પ્ટ ઇટ. તમને બરાબર ખ્યાલ આવે એ એટેમ્પ્ટ કરવાનો, એ સિવાયના કોઈ સમ તમારે એટેમ્પ્ટ નહીં કરવાના. ક્લિયર? એન્ડ બેસ્ટ ઓફ લક ટુ ઓલ ઓફ યુ.